Cosmic messengers. When man gives to other men the inspiration which has come to him, he is a cosmic messenger of the living God, delivering to man his revelation from the Holy of Holies. The genius, the superthinker with imagination who brings beauty to the world, is inspired man thinking in light. The greater the imagination, the greater the perception of the reality of universal existence, hence the greater the intelligence. The lesser the imagination, the greater the illusion of existence. The greater the imagination, the nearer to oneness and the farther from separateness. The inspired genius of great imagination has great knowledge. He is able to use his knowledge creatively. Those things which he desires to know, he may know. The humble poet, inspired by knowledge conveyed to him by contemplation of the orbs of night, may give to man a message of truth which will outlive long generations of the learned whose disproved facts have died in the proving. Genius is the forerunner of civilization. Genius knows the ecstasy of the high heavens and the mountain top. Genius is the bridge between man and God. He who wills may cross it. Genius is locked within the soul of every man. He who wills may unlock its doors and know its ecstasy. Genius gives to man that which alone endures, which man has named art. No work of man can endure which is not born of inspiration and created in ecstasy. Genius gives to man idea, rhythm and form, which are of the soul and beyond which, in the created universe, there is nothing. Genius knows no limitations within those which are universal. Genius knows love and truth in all their fullness. Genius translates the word of the universal one into the word of man for the soul of man. They who attain the ecstasy of genius are ordained messengers of the universal one. Genius lifts man from the lowly stage of ferment. Man still is new. He is still but in the ferment. Genius lifts brute man to gentleman. Genius gives to man the harmonies of universal rhythm without which all is discord. Genius gives to man knowledge which is of the soul. He who tunes his heart to the messages of genius purifies himself. No impurity can there be in his heart, for verily he then is in communion with the Holy One. The pure in heart know their universality. Man may know his oneness in the light. He who listens to the translations of genius knows the word of creation. He knows the rhythms of the universal language of light. Genius awaits him who listens. The messages of genius are for the soul of man. The senses of man comprehend them not. To him whose soul is quickened into ecstasy, God speaks from the trees of the forest and he understands. To him the silent voice of nature speaks, with understanding, from the babbling brook and the pounding sea. He knows all things. To him universal mind unfolds truth from the light of the sun and the blue dome of the heavens. He has all knowledge. To him the rosy dawn and the golden autumn sing messages which are to him as an anointing from the Holy One. He knows no limitations. He who has not ears of the soul to hear crucifies genius. The penalty of genius is crucifixion. The reward of genius is immortality. Whom man crucifies does he glorify with immortality. 7 cities warred for Homer, being dead, who living had no roof to shroud his head. Genius desires no reward. The glory of genius is humility. Genius knows not the taint of arrogance. The genius has all knowledge within himself. Inspiration will unlock the doors of all knowledge. All knowledge exists in its entirety in all the universe. All knowledge being universal, exists in man. The universe is omniscient, omnipotent and omnipresent.